I was thinking, people say this all the time, so now what? I've been doing what I've been doing for, decades. It's what I have to do. Now, when do I get a chance to do what I want to do?
Well, and that's what we do here at Omega Wealth Private Capital. We help you get from the I have to's to, wow, I get to.
I'm Brad Johansson.
And I'm Joe Wilson, and welcome to another edition of Wise Money.
You are with us on Wise Money. Brad Johansson alongside Joe Wilson III, the owner, founder, Omega Wealth Private Capital.
How are you, Bubba?
Look at what we got. Jenga!
What a fun game. Did you guys play games growing up? I mean, how many brothers and sisters did you have?
I'm the last of six.
Six. I was an only child. So playing games was really, that was hard, bro. Like, I'd have a friend come over and I'm like, let's go.
Did you have to create your own?
I did. Yes, I collected baseball cards, and so I had them all memorized, and we had positions, and then I would roll a marble, and dude, I had a whole game. It was crazy.
But
then a friend would come over, and we would play board games, and then when this game came out with the kids, we crushed this.
We have a Jenga at home. We haven't played in a while.
You will after today, baby.
I'm kind of intrigued.
Sorry, Colleen, because I'm bringing this back. Brad's ready to play.
Here it comes. And you have labels on all of these. So is there a theme to our program today, Monsieur?
Income is the outcome in retirement. We preach that weekly.
Constantly.
Number one fear in retirement, what is it?
Running out of money.
Running out of money. We hear that. Wall Street Journal has gone in depth of that with polling retirees. Why? Because spending doesn't stop. Hear me. You are working 30, 40 years, and when you retire, what stops? That paycheck.
Yeah.
So now what are you going to be doing? You're going to be taking money out of those retirement accounts to live. So on this Jenga board, we got all kinds of things. We have necessities, and we also have lifestyles. We think you should break down. When you come in and sit down with one of our amazing team members, they're going to ask you, add up your necessities. Let's get an idea of your lifestyle. What is your spending? Because every one of you needs a spending plan that works with your financial plan. This is where so many folks are messing up. The three most common ways people are running out of money, Joe. Number one, they spend too much. Now, you think that would be different because you've worked and retired. Well, I don't want to spend all my money. But it's amazing because every day is a Saturday. And Billy and Susie, well, they're going on a cruise. So what do you end up doing? Well, we got all this money. I'm going to go on a cruise.
We're going to go.
It's fine until it's not. If the market's up and running, there's probably flexibility in that. But if you're not planning out your vacations, planning out your hobbies, adjusting it for inflation, not planning out the light bill, utility bills, the medicine, the gas, the college, funeral, medical, all these different expenses that are still there, you must have a spending plan. I would challenge you. If you have a financial plan, and your financial plan is your statement, things are good, I'm doing well. That's not a plan. You must understand your necessities, your lifestyle expenses, adjusted after taxes, adjusted for inflation. And that's what we help our clients build because we add certainty. Because when you play this game for real, you cannot have the tower fall.
Okay, we're going to get to game playing right now. I want to put Joe's book up because this has been what you've been asking for. We're sending thousands of these away for free. Scan the QR code, 5 agreements to be and stay retirement ready.
And we go right in the beginning of that with an income engine.
Yeah,
how to
there's
create
no Jenga in here.
Well, there should have been.
There
Version part 2.
You can scan the QR code, get the book. We're going to play Jenga when Wise Money returns.
Remember the game Space Invaders? Little ships falling down the screen and you're moving left and right trying to fire back, just trying to make sure they don't catch you. You clear one row and here comes another wave and you start to feel the pressure and worrying, oh my goodness, am I going to be able to survive this level of the game? That's exactly how retirement can feel to you if you don't have a plan. What happens when taxes and inflation and economic events and your market volatility hits you in your portfolio? It feels the same way. Many times they just keep coming one after the other. And a lot of times the game is just like retirement. You don't even know where your hidden risks are. One bad move and boom, game over. I talk about this in chapter 2 of this book, understanding where your hidden risk in your current plan could be hiding and jeopardizing your retirement future. You can't defend against what you can't see. And unlike Space Invaders, where you get extra lives in retirement, you get one shot to get this right. Don't wait for the next wave of attacks to hit. Why don't you take a few minutes right now and go to owquiz.com. Get an idea of where you are and start uncovering those hidden risks that could be lurking in your retirement plan. What is the number one fear around those entering retirement and just having retired? What is it?
The number one fear is that you're going to run out of money before you die.
We have a window right now where there's some amazing tools where we can disinherit the IRS from that pot of money. So many times you've been saving and doing things, and that might be the right tool for that season. So when's the best time to prepare for rain? When it's sunny out.
When it's sunny.
You don't wait till it's storming. 2001, 2002, 2020. We could go back through here the last couple of decades. There's going to be bad times in the market. Well, where do you go to get your income? Your retirement cannot sustain that. The only way those work out is if you retire and there are several good years right after you walk out of the office. You have to control what you can control, and you cannot control what happens in the markets. You get one shot at retirement, and if you're missing one of these agreements, that can crush you. You cannot go into distribution years with the same tools and hope that's not a plan.
Glad you're with us on Wise Money. Brad Johansson, Joe Wilson III, Omega Wealth Private Capital. We're playing Jenga today on set. It's a different kind of game. You had said 3 types of ways to run out.
Spending too much money, not having a good spending plan adjusted for inflation and taxes. Number 2, medical wipeouts. We have medicine on here. We're going to turn it around here. It hits. Type 1 juvenile diabetic. I better be planning for a major medical situation. Average 65-year-old right now, hear me, projected most recent numbers, financial rag magazines, $300,000 the average 65-year-old is going to be spending in medical. The third, sequence of return risk. What happens when the bad years hit you, and if they're not just down and up, like they're down, and maybe they're like 2000, 2001, 2002, 07, 08, 09. It's impactful.
The understanding, you've got clothing, repairs, long-term care, new car, holidays, wedding.
Hobbies, golf, boating, gas, college, grandkids, kids, food, medicine. How about pets? You got Rizzo.
Oh my gosh, Rizzo is.
We got Ryder. Ryder was a funeral. Andrew just goes, I'm like, oh dear God, it's crazy.
Got
Funerals.
this on this side too: taxes, new tires, vacation, and divorce.
All right, you're going to start first. So we get into retirement. We have our income from our portfolio, but we know we got to start taking some pieces out. Where are we going?
I'm going to start at the top just for safety, and yet it doesn't feel safe. So you spin this around and see where people are. I'm going to taxes first, so you can go into the tax row first.
I'm gonna trump that, because I think the first thing people do when they go to retire, because we see this, I don't think they plan about taxes yet. We'll hit that, but I think they go straight to hobbies.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Careful.
Are we gonna really crash it? I'm cheating.
You're going to crash it straight off the bat.
Oh my gosh, I'm cheating.
Here, go to the middle of the hobby.
We're going right there. Boom, I cheated. Okay. Hobbies. Got to add them in there. What do you like to do? Do you like to travel? What's the inflation on that? Do you like to play golf? Do you like to boat? You got to add it in there. All right, give me another one. Randy, you're back there. Come on, director, talk to us. I'm going to go with medical. I'm going to pick medical. Why? Type 1 juvenile diabetic. We just talked about it.
Because it's your everyday.
We had talked about an expense of retirement that I think many folks, it's crushing folks. When you look at the cost of medicine and what it's affecting, I hope that some of these new plans are going to make it a little bit lower, but we've got to pull out medicine, because this is a huge impact to the income for folks in retirement. All right, where are we going?
I know it's ridiculous, but I've got one more left who's going to have to go to college. So I've got college. Oh, I've got college way down there. It's right in front.
Oh, God.
Do you see it?
So how many times do we see this? Let's talk about college. I think this is fascinating. With the big, beautiful bill, we're looking at the gift tax. Hear me, folks. And if your advisor's not talking to you, just find a new one. Gift tax of 2026, $19,000 a couple. That means your mom, who's still living, could give $19,000
Right.
to you. She'd give $19,000 to Colleen. She could give $19,000 to all of your kids because she's amassed wealth. She's in her 90s. She can do that. Do you think that could help with college? Absolutely. Why are we not talking about spending and gift tax? I think it's because advisors across the road, Wall Street, hasn't figured out how to make money on it yet. You should be gifting money if you want to help out kids and grands. Whoa, I just shook that. That's a little scary.
I got to take a break because he's making me nervous with this whole thing falling. The idea is you want to have a plan that is going to incorporate everything in your Jenga game so that it doesn't collapse. The idea is to have money last until your last breath. It's your number one fear.
So how do we do that?
We put together a plan and we put together this. So I'm going to send it up for you again, the 5 agreements to be and stay retirement ready. Scan the QR code. Don't play with that, Joe. Don't knock the thing over. He's playing with the Jenga board. This is the book that Joe wrote. How do we do that? It's all encompassed in this book. We'll send it out to you for free. How do we keep the tower standing? We'll see if we can when Wise Money continues. So what's my number? The $1 million myth. Next on Wise Money.
You have saved your whole life for retirement, but the question you need to be asking right now is, how much of that will you actually get to keep? If your money's in a traditional IRA or 401k, maybe you're a 403b or government worker, 457, you have a partner in every dollar of that money, and that is Uncle Sam. Every time you take money out of those accounts, it's going to be taxable. With tax rates potentially rising in the future, the cost of doing nothing could be significant. A Roth conversion could offer a chance to reduce that future tax exposure. The question you should be asking is, what could your future tax exposure look like, and does it make sense for you to do a Roth conversion? I want you to scan the QR code or visit owrothquiz.com. Take a few minutes to take our Roth conversion quiz. Why don't you find out if a Roth conversion could put you and your family in a better position so you can be and stay retirement ready?
You remember your first move? Could have been 40 years ago when you entered that job that now has taken you to this point where you're thinking about retirement, and you've been accumulating with an advisor who's helped you one step at a time. But the game is different now. This is no longer checkers. This is chess. This is protect the king at all costs. All the income that you have amassed, all the savings that you've worked for. As a famous coach once said, you play to win the game. So if you can now control the middle of the board, the 5 years going into, and then the 5 years into retirement, now you can control the end of the game. But there are different tools. Rather than just accumulation, you now have distribution. Are you using all the tools to protect your income, your asset preservation, and your legacy down the road? At Omega Wealth Private Capital, we understand the game. We understand how important it is. And so we will use every tool at our disposal to help you win the game. After all, it's your money. It's your retirement. You only want to do this once. Don't you want to win? Glad you're with us on Wise Money. Brad Johansson, Joe Wilson III, Omega Wealth Private Capital. Grateful that you watch, and you're probably, hey, come to the TV because we're playing Jenga on Wise Money today. All of these things fit into your plan for retirement and how fragile it may be. Old tools or new tools?
Well, I think the point of this is showing you that if you're just doing the old way of retirement, meaning I've put money in, I'm in a 60% stock, 40% bond. If the market's in your favor, You can play that game for a long time. Where you get hurt is when things start to become volatile. Because when your necessities and lifestyle, you still need those in retirement. And if the market's down 15, 20%, and you're taking money out to do these things that you've worked 30, 40 years to do in retirement without an income engine, without a solid base over here that when things get volatile, you can go to this pile to get your money. That's what this is showing, that you are gambling if you do not have an income engine prepared, because there are going to be bad times in the market. Things will be unstable, and you're going to know you have to go and still take care of some of these expenses. It's why we build income plans with stress test in the very beginning, so you're not sitting with your retirement income 5, 10 years into the game going, oh dear God, I got to take that block out.
I'm much older than you, so I'm going to another block because I'm getting close to that 65 age where 7 out of 10 of us are going to need LTC.
Long-term care. Okay, where is that? Oh God. All right. Do you trust me? So what I love about right now is if we build an income engine, I'm going to have to cheat on this. This one's tight. That is built correctly.
Ooh.
Your income engine can substantially help. Dear God, Bradley, did you crash this already in the show?
Well, see, I'm worried about long-term care. You can't.
I don't know, bud.
Do you need help on your income engine?
We might need a plan on this one. I think we're going to, I'm cheating. Are you allowed to use 2 hands? I don't know about the game.
You're not allowed.
Well, we are in this game.
Now it's your game.
It's this game. And, oh dear God. I think you say that again. When you look at the cost of a private room.
You said, what, $300,000 the average for a 65-year-old?
65-year-old. A healthy 65-year-old. Financial Planning Magazine recently put out $300,000. Listen to me, bro. I had a roommate in college. Nice guy. Great dude. Chip. Love you.
Chip.
He's awesome.
Woo!
Chip, you were filthy. I have no desire to room with Chip in my greatest retirement years.
I don't think Chip likes you talking about him on this.
It's all right, Chip. Smooch, smooch, kiss, kiss. You have to have a plan for all of these items. And if not, you can see how wobbly that can create in your income engine, because the game isn't to just play it. It's to win the game. And the fact is, if you do not have a stable income engine in place, you are gambling every time one of these effects hit you. I'm going to go back here.
Which is what?
I'm going to flip this around. I want to go to a cost there it is. We see this a lot. Hey, Joe, we retired, but our car broke down. We're going to need $30,000, $40,000.
Transportation.
Now, here's the deal. Many plans will have that. But do you know, have you planned to build that in? How does that affect you 15, 20 years down the road? If you're taking that $30,000 out for a car, $35,000 out for a car in retirement, that's money that can never grow for the next 20 plus years to help. So this is one that you feel like comes out pretty easily, just like this one did. But it can create some serious weakness of the plan if you haven't created an income engine.
All right, we got to take a break, and Jenga's still standing, so we should probably take a break now. I'm going to send this to you again. 5 agreements to be and stay retirement ready. Scan the QR code. All of this is within this. I mean, not how you figure out how to win Jenga, but in effect, this all comes back to the income plan. Do you have an income plan that is going to last until your last breath? Scan the QR code. We'll send this book out to you. Let's put your puzzle together. And maybe you're picking different pieces at this time of your life where you're going, I wonder if it's going to stand. Wise Money continues after this.
I remember on Friday nights growing up, our friends, we would go to the arcade playing the amazing Pac-Man game. The question for you, the modern retiree, are you just out there chasing dots and hoping to get as many as you can before the dreaded ghost to catch you? Pac-Man is a fun game, but in retirement, that approach can absolutely eat you alive. A lot of people just head into retirement thinking, if I can keep moving and just dodging this bullet, I'm going to be fine. But what about those big risks that sneak up on you like those ghosts? Taxes, market crashes, healthcare crisis. One wrong turn and chomp. They can take a massive bite out of what you've spent decades building. That's why every retirement needs an asset preservation plan. What happens if the market goes through a 2000, 2001, 2002? What happens if there is a healthcare crisis that affects you maybe even some of the worst times possible in retirement. You get one shot at retirement. Stop chasing dots. Stop hoping that these ghosts just won't catch you. Let's see if your plan is ready to protect you. It's only going to take 3 minutes. I want you to go to owquiz.com, and you're going to find out real quickly where you stand in this whole game so you can be and stay retirement ready.
I have instructed Joe, and you can show him now.
I forgot that part of the game.
Yeah, part of the game is to have to continue
Put it
to
back
put
up.
all of it back in and make sure that the tower continues to stand. We're playing Jenga in this.
Well, those are years added on. I mean, you got to plan that we're going to be living to 95 years old. You know, I think a lot of folks are planning right now, well, if we hear this daily, B. Joe, if I live to 85, man, I'm telling you what, Papa Dose, Joe Safar Wilson Jr. is 85 years old and he's young, he's spry, he's walking, he's going. We are living longer. So does your income plan have something for you to live 30 years in retirement? Your income plan better have that. And are you confident that just the number on that statement is going to do that? I would say there's better ways. All right, what are we pulling, big boy?
I don't know whether you can stand it because I'd probably go, and it's just on my side over here, it's taxes.
Why? Talk about taxes.
Well, the problem is that everybody's being told that taxes are going to be lower for you in retirement.
Well, they're lower right now. It's the third best tax bracket ever. Why would I be worried about taxes?
Because if you don't plan for it now, you will be paying more in taxes. Here's the problem. We're at $38 trillion in debt in our country. Oh, here he goes on taxes. $38 trillion in debt. Do you think taxes are going up or going down? Well, if we have more than $40 trillion put in qualified accounts, what are you qualified for? You qualified to pay more taxes because you've deferred that money. Where do you think the government's going to go? If we are in the third lowest marginal tax bracket in history, why wouldn't we want to take advantage of that? Is it right for everybody at this time? Maybe
needs to be
not.
personalized.
But Roth conversions are a huge way to say, can I take advantage of the rules the way they are now?
Well, we know because, as we've said many times, the surviving spouse, if you're married following jointly, you're in the most advantageous tax bracket. But when one person dies, that following year, that spouse is going to be hit with the widow's tax, which means they're going to be jumping substantially. And when that person dies, if the money's going to the kids, they have to take that out over 10 years. Taxes and tax planning, to me, is one of the biggest issues when it comes to retirement planning because it's robbing those dollars. You feel you have $1 million? You don't. You have Uncle Sam in there. Okay.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. I got to turn this thing around. I think it's vacation because when you look at vacation planning, no one retires to just sit at home.
Oh, we spend plenty of time planning our vacations.
Probably more than we do spending our time of planning retirement. All right. So you could see the wobbleness, dear God, that's going to be a lot if it falls. Here's what I want you to understand. As you can see the holes of us just playing this game for 15 minutes, what does your plan look like 15 years into retirement? If you don't have a sound income base, a place to go where the market winds cannot affect your income, you take your necessities, you take your lifestyle, you take those expenses right now, and then you impact them with the real inflation number. You know what the 50-year average on inflation is? It's 3.8%.
Well, the government's trying to tell us a little bit over 2.
Well, it's moved down, but when you look at the average, JP Morgan puts that out. You cannot plan a retirement on under 3% inflation. If so, you could be costing yourself the longer you play the game. You ever need tires on a car? I'm not pulling that one, right? That's a bad one.
Well,
but so you just drive around on, and sometimes those decisions.
Oh gosh, we go to.
I'm going to hit this one.
This is legacy. So funeral, which none of us want to talk about. What's going to happen to us?
Well, we already talked about widow's tax, but the other thing is we see that there's probably an impact to Social Security, depending on who dies first. The survivor benefit might step up the lower earner, but you don't get both.
Yeah, you don't get both.
So there is an income hit, and you have to plan that in order to make sure you win the game. The goal is to win the game. I will tell you, we've been playing this for a little over 20 minutes. 20 years in retirement, how many times do we see people coming off this show? And it can be as wobbly as what we just did. Why? Because We are not guaranteed tomorrow if we are just hoping on old rules with an unstable base. Utility costs going up, heating, electric, cooling, things continue to get up. I said new tires. Could it be something that easy? Could it be something that impacts you and you go, oh my gosh,
I have to have it.
that might be it, bro. And I hope not. I hope not.
So you have to have it.
I got it. Maybe your kids need new tires. You better have your necessities and lifestyle planned out, because if not, look how wobbly your feet, dude, this is going to go. We're
Could it
going
be
to run out of
something
time.
that simple?
Joe, tell us a story. I know recently you had somebody in, we did an income plan, the comfort on their brain and reality when they realized I have a plan for all of these dollars. And then holidays. I want to take a trip. I don't want to have my retirement sitting on the hope of wobbleness because I'm just trying to make it by every year and playing on old rules when there's new opportunities to create an income engine that'll last to and through lifetime with proper planning. And that's what we're talking about. Talk about the book, 'cause I'm pulling this thing out.
Well, I say this, and yes,
Do it.
it happens. You got to keep it on the table, upright, lasting. The fear is that it's going to go away and the money is not going to last. You can stack and stack and stack and hope, but hope is not a plan. 5 agreements to be and stay retirement ready. Scan the QR code. Let's keep your tower upright, and yours is going to be different than everybody else's, and you're going to pull the blocks at a different rate than anybody else. But Joe, you play to win the game.
I want you to call the number on your screen. Maybe take out your phone, your QR code. If you're looking at your retirement income and it's just a number on a statement, friend, you are gambling the game of Jenga with your retirement. You get one shot to do this right. Today is the day. You can keep putting it off and do it one day, or you can make this day one. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for understanding that your income and retirement is the main focus in the outcome. Keep the main thing the main thing. Have a wonderful week. We're going to see you next week. Thanks for watching Wise Money.
From tax time bombs to Social Security insecurities, strategic investments that help clean up your junk drawer and keep your income engine running smoothly at Omega Wealth Private Capital. We're fiduciary, independent, holistic wealth advisors, and we're here to turn your have-tos into get-tos. So, would you like your retirement dreams to move from good to great? Give us a call. It's what we do because we really want to. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope to see you in the office. Until then, I'm Brad Johansson. We'll see you next time on Wise Money.